Buff Nation.
A little crack in the voice there.
The voice has been rough the last few days,
that.
bro.
That was good. Full-blown Good Morning Vietnam. I like that.
Welcome into DNVR Buffs Primetime, represented by Illegal Pete's, everyone's go-to spot for burritos, buddies, and beers. RK, Jake, and our great friend, Andre Simone.
Let's go. We're doing
Dre
it,
Day.
boys. Hell yeah. What a time to be alive. What a pleasure to be on this podcast with you.
Well, we were just sitting here talking. You were just deeply involved in the conversation. I was like, grab a chair. Let's do this.
It's true. I couldn't help it.
Beautiful thing about the DNVR office.
It is a great thing. It's a great thing to talk ball with you. RIP Pac-12.
We'll do the Pac-12 funeral.
Rest in piss.
Come on, really? Man, have some respect.
No.
Wow.
No one was more in on the Pac-12 than you.
No one is more in on anything but me
Buffs
until
related.
I'm out on it.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, we'll get to that. Well, right before we went live, our guy, Jordan Seaton,
Let's
tweeted
go.
out, huge news dropping today via Instagram, tune in. And then he posted his Instagram.
He actually said Hudge news.
He did say Hudge news.
Oh, man. I don't know what Hudge News means. What
I don't
is
know
a Hudge?
either, dude.
He wouldn't be dropping his commitment, do you think?
He could be.
Is this a partner? Are we being duped? This is like
An
a
NIL
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an NIL deal that's about to drop.
I
That would
don't know.
suck.
He's going to announce his like Twitch page or something that he's starting to stream
man,
on or
if
something.
we get duped, I can't.
A
handle
crazy
that.
thing is that when you're a highly touted recruit, you can basically do whatever you want. Like if I said huge news dropping on my Instagram today, follow me, and then dropped like we're showing the Leeds game at the bar tomorrow, people would be so pissed.
Right,
But when you're
right.
like people aren't allowed to be mad at you when you're an uncommitted 5-star recruit.
Totally. No, I mean, everyone has to kiss your ass until you pick a school that's not yours. Then you can insult them. Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that he does not announce his commitment today.
What is he saying then?
Like he's down to 3 or 2.
Ooh.
I guess. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Yep.
I have no idea.
New top 8 just dropped. That'd be exciting.
I think he's past his
Yeah,
top
he's at
8.
7. If he went to a top 8, it would be pretty.
Opening it back up. You never
An
know.
homage to MySpace.
Oh,
Yeah.
He went top 8.
oh, man. The good old days, no doubt.
All right. We do have some visit news, though.
I think the top 8. Jake, were you around for the top 8 era?
Yes.
All right, fair enough. I mean, you're like 2 years younger than me, so
I turned
you could've just
30 in
missed it.
like 20 days, bro.
All right, so you're a year and a half younger than me.
Crazy.
I think the top 8 was good. We need to bring that back. We need to know where we stand in each other's lives.
I think so, too. It's so true, yeah.
Yeah, that created a lot of drama back in the day.
Sure did.
Good
Sure did.
times.
KingJospeh Edwards has gotten a lot of crystal balls, a lot of RPM predictions from On 3. He ain't coming this weekend, though.
Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting, to say the very least. I don't know why. I don't know why. But it's never a good thing. Never a good thing. And I find it odd, and you guys can kind of try to read between the lines as I'm trying to do as well, that he never committed. But he like was acting like he was committed. To me, that could say something. I don't know. If you guys are catching my drift, but we'll see what happens.
People are saying Tank hit the portal, but I didn't see that.
I mean, in the off season, I think skipping a visit or changing your visit, they can
it's
make
happened.
a little more sense. Tank?
Yeah.
Wow.
Chris Homer from 247 Sports has tweeted out that Gerard Christian Lichtenhead has entered the portal.
This is exactly what I said, right? The guys who are going to transfer are the guys who were on the roster before Coach Prime got here. Mm-hmm. Because they're the ones who still have their free transfer.
Man. Yeah, at least early on, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
That's a shame, but it sure opens up the possibility of a completely new offensive line. Could there be a little tinfoil hat? Maybe some things aligning here? Like an announcement could be coming, and thus a current starter decides to get out of there, and someone else doesn't visit. Could this all be falling into place?
It could be. This is all watching this unfold in real time is pretty interesting, though. And we didn't even get to what I was trying to say, and
When's
that's
this IG announcement coming? Someone has.
he
to
didn't
be
even
on
put a
the
time.
wheel.
Or
He didn't put a
anything. We
time.
don't know.
Damn.
Once he hits like 10 million followers.
This is your Travis Hunter video.
This
all
is
over
literally
again.
last
It's
year,
the
yeah,
Travis
all
Hunter
over
video.
again.
Can you please follow Travis Hunter's YouTube?
So a lot of people in the comments are saying King Joseph's mom is sick, and he rescheduled his visit.
All right.
We shall
but
see.
Best wishes to her.
we do have someone else visiting this weekend, though, and that is JacQawn McRoy, a 6'8", 365-pound offensive tackle.
Wow.
167th overall
Sounds
player in the
great.
class. 6th overall tackle, according to 247. 13th on the composite. Out of Pinson, Alabama in the 2024 class. Has been committed to Oregon since July 1st.
You
And he's
excited,
visiting.
Ryan?
I mean, this is... We've talked a lot about...
Wait, see, it timer's down to 20 minutes now.
Oh. Wow, this is
This is a
exciting
wild
stuff.
day.
This is essentially a watch-along
I
to
know.
find out
Man.
that his sister got a new car.
Right, totally. Yeah, his NIL partnership with some energy drink we've never heard of will be epic.
I forget what we were talking about. Oh, Jordan. Wait.
Big boy.
JacQuan McRoy.
JacQuan
JacQuan
McRoy. Mount McRoy, as many are calling him.
You know ball.
Just
You know
me.
ball's
But
so good.
this, look, Colorado, we've talked about it a lot, is going to go quality over quantity when it comes to high school kids this year. They know that the portal is going to be very fruitful for them. And so they are being extremely picky when it comes to who they're going to take out of high school.
Yeah.
But could you imagine if you could get the number 1 and number 6 offensive tackles in the class?
It'd be incredible. It also, I mean, I've given you guys the breakdown on Seaton, yeah?
You have.
McRoy, that's a lot of size and power to bring to an O-line. I know the offensive tackles were really big in this scheme a year ago, but this would take that to another level. Like,
Yeah.
my God, Coach Prime likes his size at offensive tackle. No doubt about that.
I mean, you can't teach it.
No, it's true. It's correct.
There is a highlight, though, floating around of JacQuan McRoy scoring a touchdown as well.
I think I made it like on SportsCenter.
Yeah, I think so. But that is a big man.
Yes. He's like, he catches the ball in the flat. There's 3 guys around him. One just like bounces off
Yeah.
him. The other gets stiff armed. The other gets run over into the end zone.
Wait, that's him?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to see?
Oh, I've seen this clip. That would be
Here,
incredible.
I'll find it and send it to Alyssa.
Okay,
so we
with
can show
Tank transferring, how many new O linemen do you need?
At
And how
least-
many of those can you afford to be true freshmen?
At least 3 are going to be new, unless they plan on getting a new center, and then depending on what you consider Tyler Brown as new or, I guess, already there.
Yeah.
He didn't play though, obviously.
So 3 plus TB?
At least, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I mean, if you told me 5 or 6, I wouldn't call you crazy either. It's just like we just talked about quality, and you've got some Scully's freeing up and stuff as guys like Tank transfer out, but you're really going to have to be very selective in your picks, particularly for the offensive line.
This highlight is absurd.
Send it to Alyssa.
I am.
Just for what it's worth, on KingJospeh Edwards, I may have been very off. So,
Yes.
someone tweeted at him, said, you rescheduled your official visit? He said, yes. Another, let me just double check. I don't know if this is a Buffs fan. They said, I'm nervous. He said, don't be. And so, there you go.
There you go. Okay. Don't be nervous. King Joseph coming to a kingdom near you soon.
Potentially.
Right. Who knows? They're just kids.
Do you have the clip, Alyssa? Watch this, guys.
Let's go. See? Oh, wait. SportsCenter next. What is that?
I don't know.
It's, you know,
Like high school highlights?
I guess.
Look at how massive he is. Look at him.
He has so much space, and then it all
Look at him.
closes down.
So great. Moves good for a big guy.
Not bad, huh?
Moves good.
Holy cow, man.
I would say his Madden acceleration rating is pretty low.
Yeah. But he's going to have power at 99.
Yeah, trucking. I'm going to watch this one more time.
trucking.
He's really massive.
Like, there's no one near him when he catches this ball, and then they all get there, and it doesn't matter.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
Just for that, we want it to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. Also, taking things from Oregon is always fun.
Of course.
Yeah. And both those guys, there's some overlap, right?
Oh, yeah. Seaton he posted an Oregon picture or like video teaser thing, and it went crazy the other day.
I would pay
my.
so much money for this dude to commit to Colorado and say, like, yeah, once I saw Oregon wearing Deion Sanders' shoes, I thought to myself, like, why don't I just go to the school where he actually is rather than the one that wears his shoes?
Wow. That would be like your dream.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
I would put like, I don't know, a couple G's towards his NIL just for that to happen.
Oh my gosh, that'd be incredible. You and the collective would be best friends.
We already are.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So true.
All right. We are 11 and a half minutes away from whatever
I can't
Jordan
believe
Seaton's
this.
going to say.
Should we dual stream? Should we live stream his IG live?
Oh boy. This
I
is
mean,
gonna
why
be
not?
Such a dumb announcement. Huh?
Could
right.
go horribly wrong for
It
us.
It really could. Shout out to our friends at Factor. Meal kits are great, guys, but the worst part about them is all the cooking. Factor eliminates all that. Everything is pre-portioned, ready to eat in 2 minutes. Big Factor fans here, right? I eat them for lunch here all the time.
I love Factor. I love Factor.
It's the way to go. It's the ultimate factor. These weeks are just insane. I get home, got to get groceries, got to find something to cook, all that. Factor takes care of it all. It's really been amazing, man. Lifesaver.
Do you get your oil changed on time?
Well, on
Why did
time.
she look at me like I just...
The oil change guy tells me that on time means about when it's dipped under 10% oil life. So yeah, about on time like that.
That's impressive.
Sometimes though, like I can't get to it then. Just fill up the oil. You know, you can do that yourself, and then just let it ride till I do
don't
have
know,
time.
man.
You're getting cooked for that one for sure.
I could be.
Skip the stress of meal prepping over the holidays with Factor. Choose from 35 plus weekly flavor-packed, fresh, never frozen meals that support a healthy lifestyle and meet your meal preferences. You can head to factormeals.com/DNVR Buffs50 and use that code DNVR Buffs50 to get 50% off. It's code DNVR Buffs50 at factormeals.com/DNVR Buffs50 to get 50% off. And then our wonderful friends at Game Time.
Hell yeah.
Game Time eliminates all the stress from the ticket buying process. What you see is what you pay. You're not going to get slammed by hidden fees. We got basketball going on here. We got Broncos games. I think we only have 2 Broncos home games left. But we got Avs going strong too. Whatever city you're in, though, make sure you check out Game Time to find out what's going on. Not just for games, but concerts, events, theater, all kinds of good stuff. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use that code BUFFS, BUFFS, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code BUFFS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
As we wait for Jordan Seaton's IG Live, his top 7: Tennessee, Oregon, Colorado, Florida, Alabama, Maryland, Ohio
That's right.
State.
Mike Loxley,
Yep.
former UNM head coach.
So, Buffs have a good shot. We still don't even know if that's what he's announcing, though.
No, in fact.
But great point brought up in the comments. Coach Prime said in his press conference, which was now 5 days ago, he said
Good
3
math.
to 10 days we're going to have some really good
Yep,
news.
he did.
Oh.
Yep, in the post game at Utah.
Is the ambiguity of this announcement what's throwing us off?
Yes.
He'd usually say, I'm going to announce where I'll be playing the next 3 years.
If he was trying to
Right.
maximize traffic, he would do that.
Does Jordan know, though? You know, these O-linemen, they might not be as media savvy as a wide receiver.
It's true. My prediction is the top 3.
That'd be kind of lame.
I am setting expectations low. He also did set that top 7, I guess it's half a month ago.
All right. Well, I have this article I want to talk about and read, but I don't know if we have 10 minutes.
We got 10
Can we do
minutes.
it in 10 minutes?
Oh,
Yeah.
we can do it in 10
We
minutes.
only have like 8 now, but
All right. Someone's got to keep an eye on this then.
I got it.
Okay, he's got
So this is from the AP. The headline is former Colorado players were told they weren't ready for prime time. They moved on but won't forget.
Oh my God.
I'll also tell you, this is by someone named Eric Olson of the AP.
Oh, boy.
Eric Olson, from what I learned, based out of Nebraska.
That's investigative journalism, Jake.
Thank you.
That really is.
You
Well
investigative journalism to the investigative journalist.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we got to read this, but this was the top link on the Reddit CFB page yesterday, and of course everyone was dunking on
Come
it.
on.
So I was like, let's look into this a bit, and this is why I know all this. So.
All right.
Good.
All right, so this is about Luke Eckert.
You're so online, bro. You're a YouTuber who reads Reddit and tweets.
Yeah, it's really bad, I know.
He's really online, I know.
But Luke Eckert, he played at Colorado, obviously. One of the many players that hit the portal.
Wait,
Do you-
who?
Luke Eckert.
Don't
do you-
just be making up players now.
You're saying he played Colorado athletics in what sport?
Football. Okay. He was an offensive lineman at Colorado football.
No.
The Buffaloes. CU.
Okay.
Anyways, he landed at Iowa Western Community College,
Good for him.
which is across the Missouri River from Omaha, Nebraska.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What city is it in?
Oh.
That's a great question, man. I can tell you they're 11-1 and ranked number 2 in the JUCO ranks.
Hey, let's go.
That's a top JUCO program.
Yeah, not bad, right? Anyways,
I'll look that up.
he obviously was one of the players asked to leave. And he spoke about the whole experience. He said it was a
Of
feeling
course,
of
it's
awe.
in Council Bluffs.
I'm sorry?
Council Bluffs,
Council
Iowa.
Bluffs, Iowa. You drive that from Denver going to Chicago on the road. You pass by Council Bluffs. Yeah.
Okay. He said about his time at Colorado, it was a feeling of awe because it's Deion Sanders, and you play video games like Madden, and he's on there. But now it's different. It's a real dude. That's what I thought at first. But then it was like a seeping feeling of fear. I mean, look, man.
Okay.
Basically, what happened, he was told to hit the portal. He was surprised by it. His family was hurt. He felt like he could have helped out this year, he said.
Look, credit to him for being confident in his abilities. I feel like everyone, if you are on a football field, should feel like you could help. But the fact that we're doing this article now is so lame. Like, this was a story 9 months ago.
Yeah.
We're so far past this, and with all due respect, if you hit the portal and end up at Iowa Western Community College, you probably couldn't have helped.
No. They also spoke to, do you remember Xavier Smith at all?
No.
He was another former Buff. He played defensive back.
I wish I was lying too. Like,
Xavier Smith.
I would be real with you.
I'm
if
not
I remembered.
surprised. He ended up at Austin P,
Okay.
which is an FCS school.
Their fans literally chant, "Let's go P, let's go P." They sat behind me at a CU NCAA tournament game. They were playing Kansas as the 16th seed.
Anyways, he said, we all have expectations of a coach, and I just feel like those expectations weren't met. All I wanted was a coach to be honest with me and give me an opportunity.
You got probably one of those two
got
things.
both of those things, I think.
Yeah. Definitely was honest. The other thing is, like, they're telling these stories like we're so shocked. Like, yeah, we all saw the video where he communicated this.
That's
to you.
another thing.
It's
Like
a
this,
video that went viral. We're all aware.
they
Like,
talked about that
it was in the
constantly in
news
this.
for like 2 months. Yeah, no,
Prime
we're
wasn't
aware.
hiding this.
Yeah. Like,
His coach at Austin P said,
are you
Hey,
on?
3 minutes.
said, "Hey, we thought there was some Louis falling out of Colorado that we found at our level, so it was awesome. Xavier Smith has been a staple for our program."
Good for them, man.
Yeah, that's great. It's great branding.
I literally do want the best for these kids. I wish they wouldn't do this stuff, but
I mean,
the fact that he's been a staple at Austin P is awesome for them and him.
Can we be clear that the kids aren't necessarily doing this stuff? It's, you know, Max Olson and these other guys who, like, they've realized this is a content machine, so they're going to find the one guy who's close enough in Council Bluffs to drive to, interview. They just use the negative quotes and, you know, fluff up this stupid story.
Well, and
Non-story.
look, it went to #1 on college football Reddit.
Right, exactly.
So it worked.
Exactly, yeah. It's
And this is always going to happen. Sometimes I feel like we need to find a way to stop talking about the haters, but they just give us so much content.
I know.
That it's hard to.
is it?
they love, because they know this creates great you know, it's a content vortex we find ourselves in.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like
Bit of a content catch-22.
Anything about Coach Prime is doing numbers. So
Yeah,
if it's a
so
positive
true.
article, it's doing numbers. I guarantee you that Sports Illustrated piece that they dropped yesterday went crazy.
Yes.
And if you go negative, the thing, you know, like what's Coach Prime's on? Like, if you love me or hate me, you're still gonna watch me. That's exactly what this is. So there's always gonna be stuff like this. I just feel this one's late and out of place.
Can they hear me?
Also lazy.
Better. Thank you.
Okay.
Good.
All right, Jordan Seaton countdown is to 1 minute and 11 seconds.
Okay. Luke
That
Eckert-
explains why Jake's mic was buzzing. We're all buzzing about this
I know. I'm
announcement.
just excited. For the record, he did talk about the Jackson State guys coming in. He said they were cool. I liked them. Thought they were nice people, great teammates. Shador is a nice person. He's a good teammate and great leader, too. So,
That's cool.
for what it's worth, his parents were in total shock. He was asked to hit the portal, too.
No way. Someone's parents.
That's what it says.
What a great thing to add to the story.
Someone's parents was shocked that they weren't the
Do you wanna
best
hear the whole
thing
quote?
ever.
He told them if you don't want to work, then leave. If you're going to put the work in, then put the work in. There was nothing said about put the work in, but at some point we're probably going to get rid of you. It was a harsh message that first meeting, but it did not convey work your fingers to the bone like all those kids did. And then they're just going to drop them after the spring game.
I just don't understand what's so hard about this. Like, I realize when you're that close to it, it's hits different.
Yeah.
But like, they weren't working their quote unquote fingers to the bone for nothing. They were being evaluated.
Yeah. This has also been how college athletics is at all levels forever. I know D2 women's basketball players who the second they got an injury, it was like, hey, sorry, gotta
Yep.
hit the road. That Scully is now not yours anymore. You
Yes.
know, like, it's the harsh reality of college athletics. It just creates engagement when we talk about it with Coach Prime, but this is something we've all known forever.
Yes. The countdown has hit 0.
I saw, yeah.
Nothing has happened yet.
Also, just to give you an idea of how shitty this article is, they brought up the ATM quote. Do you remember? And then they go, his son Shador is a top projected NIL value at $4.8 million, and at least 7 other players made at least $100,000 this season.
Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
That's like actually disingenuous.
Yes.
Okay, you have the green light to call it a shitty article now.
It is.
Coach Prime has never said that you can't come here and make money. I don't know. I'm probably going to have to say this 100 times this offseason. He has said that they are not going to be held hostage over NIL dollar amounts. We're not an ATM. You're not just going to come to us and say, I want 500,000. I want $1 million. I want 1.5. That's what he's saying. He has always maintained that he likes NIL and is pro NIL and wants these guys to come here and capitalize off of being ballers, just like Shador, Travis, Dylan. You go on down the line. A lot of these guys got solid NIL deals. So Coach Prime is not anti-NIL by any stretch of the mind. He's anti, essentially, pay you a giant bag just to commit to Colorado.
Yep.
And the real thing was, we're not going to sit here and have you say, okay, I'm going to commit for $500,000 or whatever, and then say, actually, I want $1 million. Actually, I want 1.5.
Right.
Actually, like that. Those are the games that some of these kids are playing.
Yep.
And so he was sending a message out. But the idea that Coach Prime is anti-NIL, you're being willfully ignorant if you say that.
Which, in a lot of these cases, people are being about Coach Prime.
Yep. So there you go.
So nothing on Seaton?
No. Not yet.
Flat
All
on
right.
its face, zeros on the clock, and nothing else?
He's just
If you
just give
expect
him
athletes
time.
to be on time
Yeah.
for things, you're going to have a bad time.
Great
I
point.
mean, Travis
Great
said
point.
get him to 100K subscribers, and then he posted the video like 3 hours after he hit that.
Yep.
I remember.
Why wouldn't he?
True. I mean, he probably grew like another 10,000 followers.
That's what
by
I
that
mean.
time.
That's what I mean.
This episode of the DNVR Buffs Podcast is presented by Illegal Pete's. Illegal Pete's is everyone's go-to spot for burritos, buddies, and beers. One of my favorite places in the entire world. And Parker, I know you're listening. I'm not going to let you forget about our Illegal Pete's bet. He tried to take me today, and he copped out, said the line was too long.
Were you there?
I was on my way there.
Oh.
I can't wait to put some Pete's potatoes in a burrito or reverse nacho or something. I'm craving that hard.
I don't know, Jake. That buffalo chicken salad from downstairs has been hitting different.
I mean, I already had it yesterday, though. You went back to it again today,
did.
which is admirable. But
Yep. I'm not someone who can't eat something 2 times in a like back to back.
I
In
can't,
fact,
man.
if something's good enough, I'll eat it back to back meals.
I'm not against that either.
Like someone like Brandon will make like a tub of green chili and give it to me.
yeah.
Like I'll easily eat that for lunch and dinner, no hesitation.
Might be a fatherhood thing for me. Like, ever since fatherhood, I can double up on that. But Pete's, you can always double up on
Shout out
Pete's.
Pete's.
I'm sure you have.
No.
Lunch and dinner?
Well, so the last tailgate we had, I remember it was like an early game.
Uh-huh.
And we had to come back to the bar, and I had half the mind to go get pizza after the game after having it at the tailgate.
Yeah, catered at the tailgate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds amazing.
I don't know.
All
I
right,
love
I'm off
Illegal
Seaton
Pete's.
watch.
No, I don't know how to use Instagram. I can't do it.
Well, Louise said, "Did you read Tank's message?" So I want to read it to see if there's anything notable. I've never actually read one of these.
Okay, well, let me tell you about Olipop real quick.
Hell yeah.
The new kind of soda that we love here at DNVR.
I love it.
I know a lot of you guys love it too. I get the Olipop screenshots all the time on Twitter. It's got 9 grams of prebiotics in every can. It's also much, much lower in sugar than conventional sodas, with only 2 to 5 grams from natural sources. They've got tons of flavors: vintage cola, classic root beer, orange squeeze. Dre, what's your favorite Olipop? Is that yours right there? The
I'm
orange one?
going orange squeeze, big Broncos weekend. So it's, it's an orange classic soda for my Broncos. Love the grape. Grape is
Yep.
top notch. They're Dr. Good something.
Goodwin.
Very good as well. Yeah, Goodwin. I'm just, honestly, I got to try even more. I'm addicted, though. I have to have one every single day at the
They have
office.
no limit to the amount of flavors
It's true.
Olipop has.
It's incredible. I
Use-
love Olipop.
Use the code DNVR20 for 20% off your next Olipop order on drinkolipop.com. Olipop can also be found in over 22,000 stores across the country, including King Super, Safeway, Walmart, Target, Whole Foods, and Sprouts. All right. Do you have Tank's message?
I read Tank's message. Is exactly what I expected
It's
it to
just
be.
a transfer portal message.
Heartwarming.
Yeah,
stuff?
I mean,
Thank you to the coaches
Thank
and
you to
fans.
Boulder. Thank you to Coach Prime and the entire coaching staff.
Mention
To my
of
teammates, I
brotherhood
love
or
you guys.
family. Uh-huh,
Most
yeah.
importantly, thank you to my family.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Excited for my future next opportunity. I loved Boulder.
Who doesn't?
I don't know if I'm missing something.
Good. Oh, why was the chat thinking a little controversial?
That's the way I read the
A
chat.
little controversial, huh?
Yeah,
Doesn't strike me as controversial.
me either.
Pretty standard. Hit all the main bullet points of a "I'm transferring" message.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have missed something, or he might have missed something that I missed that he missed.
Could be one of those. Yeah. Yeah, it could be. I'm just trying to figure out how to use Instagram to figure out what I should be following on Jordan Seaton. Like, should I be in his stories?
No.
That's where he posted the countdown.
Should I be?
It's probably going to be a post if it's actual news.
Okay. So if I turn notifications on post, I think I did that. Okay, cool.
right.
We're good.
You put on post notifications? Did you put on live notifications?
I didn't.
You might have to do that too.
Shoot. We'll get to that next. Don't worry.
You could pull a Cam McKell and FaceTime. I'm going with McKell until proven otherwise. He might FaceTime Coach Prime on his IG Live.
And
I
you
would love
should
that.
definitely be screen recording just in case, because that's what I did.
When did he go on his visit?
Who? Seaton?
Uh-huh.
I can look this up.
Let's talk a little bit about Tank, though, because a
Yeah.
bunch of people brought it up. We only just brushed over it for a second. I'll say this about Tank. He has made incredible strides from the second that
Absolutely.
he got on campus. He certainly was
Big
not
time.
good enough this year, and was not was part of the problem on the offensive line and the protection.
Yeah.
But he came in as an incredibly raw prospect who essentially only had height going for him.
Yep. Massive kid.
And got a lot better. And I think in a world where Colorado was on a different trajectory, meaning they were going like the slow route towards building, then you would want to keep Tank around for another year. But they just don't have the time to take a risk on him definitely taking that next step forward. So I give the kid a lot of credit, and I think that he'll go transfer somewhere and do a good job next year.
Got to find the right system, too. It's hard to play tackle at that height and really generate the kind of power and push consistently when you're like your center of gravity is so much higher up than anyone you're trying to block. And then, I mean, it's like hard to be quick and really like lined up and consistent in pass pro when you've got such long ass limbs. So, yeah, I thought Tank, all in all, the last couple of years has done a pretty admirable job. And it's good that he gets another opportunity while he's got some eligibility left, you know?
I mean, he was literally one of the very few bright spots last year in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
His development was just fun to watch. I mean, as you said, he was very raw coming in. Did a decent job last year. And then this year, I mean, he had his moments, but he's obviously moving on for a reason.
Yep. And he put the work in.
He did.
Like, no one had questions about his work ethic. We remember when we talked to him and he said he was watching Jordan Dominic film from Arkansas so that he could be better prepared for him in practice.
Yep.
Like, he really wanted this to work out.
To get back to Jordan Seaton, though, No Sco Zone said, and I saw this on Twitter too, that I think 2 SEC schools went to IMG today to visit with Jordan Seaton directly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which means they're feeling the pressure.
They are feeling the
They
pressure.
know he's slipping through their fingers.
course.
I like that. I like that spin.
Well,
boys.
but that is the
That's
classic,
what
right?
Miami did
Don't
last
do it.
year.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yes.
That's what Miami did last
It's
year
the
to Cormani. They
Yes,
showed up and he
yes.
was gone, though. He was coming here.
Crazy, man. I love
best.
recruiting.
Oh,
It's
the
amazing,
best.
isn't it?
It's the best.
It's a mad dash, a mad scramble.
And it is-
Everyone's running around like chickens with their heads cut off.
His final 7, the SEC schools were Florida, Bama, Tennessee, so it's one of those 2, huh?
Yep.
You'd presume.
So he visited during the Oregon State game. That was the first game that Pat Shurmur was elevated to play caller. November 4th.
Okay.
The Shurmur game.
He has yet to post anything. Maybe they're in there trying to stop him from posting it.
Haas Fawcett's got to get the graphic first. That's what it is.
Hayes.
Haas Fawcett.
Grass sink.
What was I gonna say on Seaton? Oh, he's added 200 followers since the clock struck 0.
Yeah, he's milking it.
Why not? Why not?
I mean, it's what you should do, yeah. No doubt.
All right. Let's keep it moving.
Do we do our funeral now? Our Pac-12 funeral?
Sure.
Today is the last ever Pac-12 football game.
We gather here today
Yeah.
to remember a conference.
A conference that is, I don't know, I've gotten quite a lot of enjoyment in my life out of the Pac-12. It is
Me
a little
too.
sad.
Yeah, not so much from a Buff standpoint, but
Yeah.
as a conference, was nice. The Pacific Pacific Conference. You know, you have every state up and down the coast has 2 schools. The rivalry weekends really clear cut. Who's doing what? We had some good years. We had a good stretch. Again, the Buffs tenure. I know you covered a lot of it, Ryan. One really memorable epic season.
Mm-hmm.
Not so many others, but you know, it happened. It is our lives. We will talk about it in 20 years.
I'll remember my excitement over coming to the Pac-12.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, it should be noted that the Big 12 was crumbling at that time.
Yep.
And it for a minute there, it looked like it was going to be in the position that the Pac-12 finds itself in right now, where everyone's going to leave, and there's going to be nothing left of it. And I remember my buddy was like playing baseball at Kansas, and he was like, "Oh my God, like, what am I going to do? Like, we're not going to have a conference next year." But it ended up staying together, and the Big 12 kind of just got into jockeying position with the Pac-12 and really scratched and clawed over the last 10 years to stay alive, whereas the Pac-12 is going to be the one that goes down. I wish it wasn't. I wish that, honestly, I wish we could just go back to the Big 12 days and everything stay the same and Nebraska's still around, et cetera. But I would have preferred to not do this again, too.
Yeah.
But really, really, really poor leadership. Really poor leadership is the reason that we're here. And it's a cautionary tale for every conference, company, and anything in between about what putting the wrong people in power can do. And, you know, I think that they tried to make a last-ditch move by firing Larry Scott when they did, and it was just too late. The damage that he did was irreparable.
It's just a shame that after probably the best year of this conference ever, I mean, obviously Coach Prime comes in, all the ratings and stuff, but the quality of football.
Yeah.
I mean, we had some damn good teams in this conference this year.
Oh,
And
spectacular.
We're just splintering. Everyone's gone.
Yeah. Part of me almost feels good that the Big Ten's taking on so much of the Pac-12 teams, and that once the Big Ten expands a little more, basically the Pac-12 will be restored as just like IP that the Big Ten owns and acquired, but like that's their division is basically, it's the Pac-12 conference.
Yep.
It's a shame. I think the real great lesson from how the Pac-12 is ending, there are 2 actually. Negotiations, timing is everything, and that truly, to me, more than anything, is what killed the Pac-12. This was not the year to renegotiate a new TV deal. It's been a rough year in sports media, and they got it, man. And just remember, timing is everything when it comes to negotiations. And then, I mean, the lesson in this defunct season should be that many people were laughing at the Pac-12. Don't have resources, they don't have money, they don't have conference security, but all these programs were able to, in a time of need, invest and find the right coaches, and so many of these programs turned it around at the right time or just at the wrong time, whatever your perspective is. But there's a lot to be learned with how Oregon State rebuilt, with how Washington rebuilt, with how Oregon's turned things around this quickly. And it's funny that Lincoln Riley and USC, that might be the one tenure of the last 3-4 years that hasn't gone as smoothly as we thought. A lot of these other programs have really figured something out that I think will sustain them going into their new conferences. And I mean, I hope that in 10 years, we're like, man, if the Pac-12 was still together, there'd be some juggernauts. Because all those teams that left the conference are kicking ass in the Big Ten, in the Big 12, etc.
All right, let's go up and down the line here. What are you going to miss the most about the Pac-12? And I'll start. Pac-12 after dark.
Yep. Yeah. Maybe we're just creating a definitive list here because I don't think there's that many options here. Number 1 is definitely Pac-12 after dark.
Yep.
Now,
Yeah,
it should be noted, not when CU plays in it,
Absolutely not.
but every other week, Pac-12 After Dark absolutely slaps. Being able to know, like, there's so many times where I'm at dinner at like 7 o'clock and I'm like, oh, it's so great that I'm going to eat this dinner, go home, like pour a drink, and then catch kickoff of this Pac-12
Yep.
game.
Yeah,
It's just the best. So yeah, obviously you never want CU in that 8:30 game because it's just like, now you're, especially us, we're working till 3 a.m.
Yep.
But every other week, Pac-12 After Dark is elite, or was elite.
Sure was. The quarterbacks, almost the quarterbacks in
Hell
the
yeah.
conference. It was the conference of quarterbacks. Stayed true to that name till the very end.
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of Broncos. John Elway, like
So now it
Brock,
counts.
no, not.
Brock
Sure, yeah,
Sure,
Osweiler.
Brock Osweiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
I
not?
questioned myself because he's from Montana.
Yeah, Jack Elway flamed out in the
Yeah.
Pac-12. You know, I mean,
Oh, post is loading. Don't worry, somebody's fan base is going to be pleased.
he's
Oh,
doing
God.
it though.
He's actually doing it. Yeah.
He's doing, unless, man, if this still was like
What if it's a top 8?
some shoe NIL deal or a top 3, holy shit.
What if someone's fan base is going to be pleased because they're being added to the top 7?
Wow.
Oh my God!
Also,
I love
like,
this.
this
I love
doesn't
college
sound
football.
like a shtick. I think the video is actually loading.
So that means it's going to be a post, not a live.
Let's go.
Hopefully, it's going to be a Haas Fawcett.
Oh man,
Post.
This is exciting.
He just, by the way, Cam Coleman just flipped from A&M to Auburn, so he's out.
We knew him. Wide receiver?
Yeah, he came and visited.
Yeah.
Haas Fawcett sounds like a philosophical theory. Like, you know, in philosophy, I got to
Haas or Hayes.
There's
whatever.
a lot of like, you know, and the nihilistic, you know.
Stop
the,
laughing over there.
Turn on the
Haas
faucet.
Any other we will misses?
Just the. I mean,
I have one.
well, you've talked about this before. How some conferences used to have play styles, and how the Pac-12 just used to be all about speed
Yeah.
and just all out. Just I don't know, pedal to the floor, just type of football. You think about Oregon. And just
Chip
the
Kelly's
Chip Kelly
Oregon.
days. Yeah.
That's a trend. The different I mean,
You think about Pete Carroll's USC teams, how fast they were.
yeah. I mean, the Pirate.
Of course.
The Pirate
air
up in
raid,
Wazoo.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh.
Well, and even like the contrasting styles, like seeing Stanford back in their heyday, just putting 4 tight ends on the field. And I don't know,
You
it's
guys are
just a-
missing the best one.
What's
Other
that?
than Pac-12 After Dark? The weather. The weather in
Sure.
the Pac-12 is elite.
Not in the Northwest.
Okay, there's 2 teams that suck.
There's 4.
Okay, there's 4 teams that suck.
It's the beauty of the Pac-12. You always knew per state you had 2.
But the fact that you had, especially in the Pac-12 South, where the Buffs spent most of their time, Arizona,
Facts,
Arizona State,
facts.
USC, UCLA.
Utah. It gave Utah an unfair advantage. I think they weaponized the weather against us, Ryan.
Wow.
Yeah, it went from a good thing to a bad thing, actually.
I'll miss the weather because when we're traveling to
Name it.
Morgantown
Yeah.
and Stillwater and
Lawrence.
Ames
Yeah.
and Lawrence in the winter or in the late fall, it's going to be windy and cold.
Yeah, it's going to be miserable.
I'll throw out the rivalries too.
The rivalries. The
band
I think
is on
that's
the field.
top 3. Yeah,
Like,
that's the
come
best,
on, man.
You didn't need to know the West, like
I think
geography on the West Coast, as long as you knew Pac-12 football.
I'm
Yeah.
going to be honest. I can say this now that we're not a Pac-12 school. The Pac-12 rivalries suck.
Ryan.
What?
USC,
Like
UCLA?
UCLA is a massively overrated rivalry.
Objectively is right that in the last 20 years, those rivalries have
Man.
stunk to high heaven.
Like, I love every rivalry game. I'm tuning
Right.
into
Yes.
Oregon, Oregon State every year. I'm tuning into Washington State every year.
Stinkers.
But on the grand scheme of things, like, it's
Great
because the fan
traditions.
bases suck. The fan bases suck in the Pac-12, so
No.
the rivalries
But the
aren't as
games
real.
were fun to
The
watch,
games
though.
were fun. Those fan bases, they get into
I'm
a
not saying
rivalry
they aren't.
game.
I'm not saying they are fun to watch, but like we're talking about like Red River Shootout and real rivalries.
Come on,
I
so
don't know why I'm
Stanford,
blanking.
USC back in the Harbaugh days, like that didn't
trash.
do it for you.
Stanford's got an empty 20,000 seat stadium.
Oh, those were great games.
I think they
man.
were packing it back then. The kids were going wild.
I think that the Pac-12 rivalries are lame because like USC UCLA is just like it's a TV rivalry. It's not a real rivalry.
They don't like each other.
I don't.
Lendell White called them BUCLA. Bunch of whiners, he said.
Soft ass rivalries. I'll tell you what.
It was a
Man.
pretty soft conference.
I mean,
If there was a theme to the conference, it was soft.
it was the
Not Conference of Champions.
conference that got picked on a lot for a
Yeah.
long time.
They did. It's
Left out of the CFP a lot.
Yeah.
Really, if it wasn't like the team from the Pac-12 was the best team in the country, like those USC teams or like those Oregon teams, they got no respect.
No respect whatsoever. It's true. Okay.
I don't know. What are we?
I'm not doing this actually, but there is a notable post. But I'm not. I want it for real before we do anything.
What's notable about it?
It's notable.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So we went from things we'll miss. Do we now reverse that?
things
Jake?
we will not miss about the Pac-12.
Pac-12 refs.
Number one.
Oh man, the
Pac-12
worst.
refs. Worst referees of any conference of any sport I've ever paid close attention to.
Absolutely terrible.
Dare I argue, as horrible as the Pac-12 refs were, I think I will miss the Pac-12 network even less.
That's another one.
Oh.
Such a stupid channel.
Great pick.
So dumb.
That being said, though, things I'll miss: Yogi Roth,
That's okay. That's allowed.
Bill Walton. Has anyone checked on Bill Walton since the Pac-12 fell apart?
We haven't heard from him, I think, since March, April.
He's
I'm
still
worried.
doing games on ESPN. I guess he was asking weird questions to his co-host during a broadcast about
no.
That's
his
what we.
deceased father.
Oh, that's what you
So
get.
he's been in the news in the last couple of weeks. At
Okay, so
least.
he is
Bill,
okay.
Bill is okay, as okay as Bill can be. Yes. I never cared for the slogan "Conference of Champions," even if it might have been objectively true. I thought that was really stupid and missing the point.
I mean, does anyone really care about your track and field championships, your swimming championships? Because this is what we're talking about here.
I mean, and look, John Wooden's UCLA basketball team was great, but it's Lou Alcindor is not walking through that door.
Right.
You get that one, you know ball.
Ooh, I will miss. I know we're on the don't miss side, but I'll miss Pac-12 in the NCAA tournament. Like, that's the one time that I backed the Pac.
That's
Oh
it.
man, low
Yep.
conference pride, huh?
I never in like football non-conference games, never really in basketball non-conference games, even though I knew that was worse for CU, even if they lost. But like, I couldn't do it. Then when it came tournament time, I just wanted like West Coast basketball to be respected. So then I pulled for us.
Did it happen? Is West Coast basketball respected?
I think so.
Okay, good.
I
Good.
think
We
so.
achieved that goal. That's good.
This is
nerve-wracking.
Man, I know, and I'm worried. Like,
I know that's because there is
There's
calling
one
it.
tweet
They're
out
just
there
getting
saying
hyped.
it. Yeah.
there is a unconfirmed tweet, so that's why I'm not
gosh,
not going with it.
Gosh.
But we are patiently waiting.
Oh,
we are
man,
at the
this
hour
is a
mark now. I don't know how
killer.
much longer. I guess we could do it. We can stop and then just do
This
an
is a
emergency podcast.
killer.
I've got to do TDSP here in a bit too, though.
Are
All right.
you Harrison's big guest
Yes.
this week? Oh my gosh.
I can't believe I haven't gotten the invite yet.
Yeah, no, he's over us. He wants Todd, he wants Eric, he wants Jake. You and I, he's TDSP'd with us a whole bunch right now. Oh boy, I don't know, guys.
All right, Jake, get us through some ads.
So I need to actually find this graphic though. Hold on.
Oh my god.
graphic is he
Oh
looking
my
for?
god.
You know which one I'm looking for.
Oh,
I got it.
Dude,
Shout out
search
to.
function.
Well, I can't. It's an image, brother.
Fair enough.
Speaking of that, have you noticed how good searching images on your iPhone has become? It's pretty crazy. You
By
don't
like
you can-
namesies?
Like it uses like AI.
Yeah,
Like I can just type in Andre and it'll pull up pictures of you.
I know, it's pretty wild.
Oh, well, like if you go into your camera roll in your iPhone, it'll like identify like the people
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, I have all my people badged. Not one of us with a good photo. Not one.
All right, shout out to Snarfs. We all love Snarfs.
Damn straight.
Sandwiches, we love Snarf Burger as well.
Hell yeah.
Dre, you are a big hot dog sub guy.
Snarf glizzies too. I was gonna say.
Tell the people about the Snarf
There's
glizzy.
a marriage in between the Snarf sandwich and the Snarf burger, and it is the Snarf hot dog. You want to get in on this. This is how you hot dog in Europe. You put it not on a bun, you put it on sandwich bread. It'll change your life. Some nice lettuce, tomatoes. They've got great mustard at Snarf's. And you're not into a glizzy from Snarf's? All sorts of sandos. The classics, BLT, roast beef. They've got it all, man. They are bomb. They make bomb sandos.
Well done.
Thanks, buddy.
Shout out to Snarfs.
Shout out
26
to Mike
locations across
Sando, our
Colorado.
favorite NFL insider.
He what?
Mike Sando, our favorite
Yeah, what
NFL
about
insider.
him?
Well, his last name's Sando, so we got him a
I
shout
thought-
out when we talk
All right,
Sandos.
well, there you go.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Circa. One of the coolest places in Las Vegas.
Stadium
Swim is pretty incredible. You got to just check it out, soak that one up. And then their sportsbook is pretty amazing as well. They, of course, have a 7,000 square foot casino. It's got 2 levels, over 500 beautiful rooms.
Dang.
A few of us will be out there for the Broncos-Raiders game to end the NFL season. If you're going out there for that or Avs Knights, the final Pac-12 tournament or a Mountain West alum, book your stay with the code DNVR20. You can get 20% off. And then download the Circa Sportsbook app. It's available in Colorado.
Oof.
Circa Sports
stuff.
bets can only be made while physically located in the state of Colorado. Must be 21 or older. All rights reserved. Circa Sports Colorado encourages you to gamble responsibly. If you have a gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER or visit problemgamblingcolorado.org. What are we laughing at?
Why do we all love Glizzy Talk so much, and the chat does, and my wife can hate it so much? Just don't understand. Sad.
I think Jordan Seaton just deleted a bunch of Instagram posts.
Oh, no, he'd only published 9. I could
Oh,
tell you
okay,
that
okay.
much.
I think there was
Since
more
I've
earlier.
been following him, which was about the start of this show, he's only had 9 posts.
Oh man.
And like this, like video loading. I don't know where you guys would have seen that. I'm on his page, have been for the last hour, but I guess that's
on
not
his
good
stories.
enough on
You can literally
Instagram.
see that. That's now tap one more time.
Tap.
There you go. Oh.
On what? On what, Ryan?
Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a pretty good feeling that this could be a troll of sorts. You know, like if we actually got this, I would be surprised. If he
We'll
doesn't
see.
commit to the Buffs, though, I don't want to know.
I feel like I'm Adam Schefter right now.
You are.
On my phone during
Yeah,
the
this is
show.
crazy.
Might as well be. Connor Johnson was asking, is that the end of the funeral?
I guess so.
R.I.P.
I mean, just went out with a fizzle, just like this conference.
Yeah, nice to know you.
Anyways, Big 12 football.
That's right, Big 12. We're a Big 12 podcast now. Let's go.
God. We're back in football country, baby.
We are.
We are.
Not the land of double iced lattes and
Right.
script writers. Like, we're going to the land of pigskin.
Hell yeah. Yeah, they get triple option where we're going. Yeah, no doubt about
You
it.
ever try to go into a local coffee shop in LA and talk about the inverted veer?
They will literally look at you like you have horns on your head. It's terrible. Get with it, Pac-12 country. R.I.P. We'll love you forever.
That's really strong.
right.
I wouldn't say that.
I guess questions.
You won't love the Pac-12 forever? It's
No.
deceased.
One of you, what is a reverse nacho? Yes, sir. Ski wants to know.
All right, reverse nachos. Instead of the cheese going on top of the nachos and all of the toppings going on top of the nachos, they just go on the side, and then you get a side of chips, and then you just dip it.
Bag of chips. You make your nacho bowl, and then you dip the chips and
So
scoop
then you
them out.
never have to worry about the chips getting soggy.
That's exactly right. It's life-changing. It's amazing.
I don't like people quote tweeting this one tweet out here, though.
I know
Oh,
it's
boy.
too soon. But I do feel
Not the notification I was hoping for. You do feel optimism, Ryan?
Super chat from Say Hey. Did you guys see the tweet from Jack Crawford? The Crawford family donated $5 million to CU a few years ago.
we know the Crawfords well.
Yes, we do.
Way to go.
Jack just posts.
Didn't he just put the buff emoji? Or
No, he
eyeballs?
posted like just a smiley face.
Oh yeah.
I want to get into
Guys, all the
vague-
dots are aligning, though.
I want to get into the vague emoji game.
This would be a perfect time for you to tweet a vague positive emoji and people
Just tweet.
to lose
If you
their
tweet
shit.
the eyeballs right now, you would freak
Yeah.
everyone out.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to freak anyone out, but I'm tweeting the eyeballs. I'm getting into the vague emoji game, people.
Yeah, it's
There
a
you
good
go.
call.
Heard it here
Vague
first.
emoji.
Thrift remix. How soon will the new OC be announced? Your guess is as good as mine.
I believe very soon.
All right. RK says very soon.
Very soon.
Hell yeah.
I
Very,
would
very soon.
even venture to guess EOD Monday.
Wow.
That means end of day, by the way.
That'd be really convenient.
Some did you see the video where someone thought EOD meant end of December?
Yeah.
Who would think
I don't know. It's a great
it's
honestly
a great,
great
it's got us
excuse.
talking. It's got us talking.
And then 406 goalie thoughts on the new pack agreement with the Mountain West. Good for them. I don't know.
That's like saying like
Pins and needles.
how do you feel about your ex getting together with a guy who's way uglier than you? It's like, I feel pretty good about that actually.
I don't know. I mean, that's all I got.
Could be fun. We love football in the Western region. Could be fun.
We're in the middle of the country again now, bro.
We are football country, as some have called it.
Someone for the love of God get Jordan Seaton some better internet.
Jordan Seaton, please upload this video.
Didn't the original timer end at like 2:20?
Uh-huh.
I mean, he's probably seen how much.
Maybe it's like a documentary.
Oh Lord, it's a YouTube channel.
Oh,
Another
I'd
one.
love that.
Big Teasy, you think you'll be able to bring non-leaving players on the show during this offseason? Of course, we will have plenty of players on the show this offseason. KT, Friendly Fire, do you think you'll have one day where you talk about all the Big 12 teams? We're going to be talking Big 12 most of the offseason.
Yeah,
That's
it's a Big 12 podcast now.
pretty much.
Morgantown did make me sad. Like, that's not the Pac-12 I knew.
The Big 12?
The Big 12. That's not the
Yeah,
Big
but
12 I
it
knew.
has Big 12 energy, so I'm cool with it.
They're
UCF
kinda
is
like
the one
Utah.
that
They're
doesn't
kind of
belong.
cheaters because of the location. It's kind of like your location gives you an unfair advantage.
Why is that?
It's farther.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's farther away. Yeah.
Did you know that this is the first time Colorado will not be the westernmost or easternmost school in their conference?
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
The entire time in the Big 12 and Big 8, they were the westernmost team in the conference, and the entire time in the Pac-12, they were the easternmost team in the conference.
Interesting.
Wow, that's right. Utah's going to be westernmost.
Yep.
Incredible.
What else do we got?
Might even be Provo. Might be BYU.
Mm-hmm.
Super chat from Christopher Carey says, the $21 super chat. My guy understood the assignment. Said, because y'all are great.
Wow.
Love
Thank you,
it.
man.
Wow.
21.
21.
Jordan.
No, this is gonna kill
Are we
us.
just going to end the show then without getting a conclusion to this?
You've got your big appearance on TDSP. We
I know.
want to blow that.
Wow.
Oh, you could break it then. What a great teaser.
We could
for
break it then
TDSP,
too,
yeah.
I guess.
What's
Well,
our
you'd have
hard?
to.
What's our hard out, Alyssa?
I mean, TDSP was supposed to start at 3.
Oh,
Or is supposed to start at
oh. So we're kind of already at our hard out, is what you're
Yeah, yeah.
3. We could just end this show and.
You got the invite.
saying. I don't want to upstage Jake's big break.
My big break?
That
Your
is
big
Jake's
break
big
on
break.
TDSP.
Wow.
It's true.
I'm honored.
You should be.
All right,
Final day
are
of the
we-
Pac-12. Harrison wants to talk to
The
you.
people are gonna riot if we end this show.
Just tell them to tune in. It'll just
Yeah, tune into TDSP. You're going to hop on.
All right.
All All right, tune
Harrison
into
doesn't have time to change the set. Harrison's just going to take my seat and you're going to run it back.
Tune into
No,
TDSP
no.
next.
All right.
I don't care. Whatever you guys want to do.
Let's go Buffs.
She just said she doesn't care. Let's hold until 3. Is that okay, Harrison? Yeah. All right. We're gonna hold until 3
strong.
o'clock.
Let me see the chat. What's going on in the chat?
If not, we could be here all day.
Jordan doesn't seem very punctual to me.
Yeah, we could be sitting here for forever. Till tomorrow.
You might find out Monday EOD at this point, Ryan.
He said 30 minutes.
Oh boy! All right, we're
Oh,
holding tight.
goodness
We're hanging in there,
gracious.
guys.
Hey, how
We-
about EA Sports NCAA football though?
I can't wait to add a different trophy to my collection.
Is that going to be the cover? That's official?
No, we didn't get an official cover yet.
Good,
We're
good.
just on schedule.
By the way, ever since I joined Veg Emoji Gang,
Yeah.
my DMs are exploding.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
see, yeah, big emoji. That's what you get. That's what you get.
Oh, man,
Jordan,
Veg Emoji
come on.
use.
I've been a part of Vague Emoji Gang.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Come back, bro.
I mean, it's a hell of a way to generate some engagement. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Oh man, this is fun. I could actually stay here all day. It's just that we as a company cannot do that.
We do need to keep things moving sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad. Real sad.
Post is loading in around 21 minutes.
Oh boy, those videos they can take some time.
What if he's waiting for us to end the show?
He's like, I'm not gonna let these guys have my moment.
That'd be incredible.
All right. Shador and Coach Prime were at the game last night. Talking to Jerry
we forgot
Jones.
to talk about that. What do you think they were talking about when Jerry Jones grabbed them in a huddle?
Oh, he was just probably saying like, you're gonna replace Dak one day.
Wow. Off of his MVP performance, putting up 41 points.
But you just say those things, you know?
You don't think he's talking Arkansas stuff?
No. But they might have said, hey, we need a little help with the 5430 Foundation. Like, toss us a little bag.
Dang, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
He could certainly help out.
He would
could.
probably have to say, as long as you don't take any recruits from Arkansas.
What if he's the reason why Jordan Seaton decided to commit today? Jerry Jones' check cleared through. And then it was just well, here we go.
Oh man, that'd be amazing. Jerry knows.
Also, for the last time, and this might be all we have time for, the University of Colorado cannot fund the NIL collective.
Mm-hmm.
That is against the rules. So I even saw someone who works for the university posting, why are they asking for money when they boasted making $4 million off this, that, and the other thing? It's they aren't asking for money. The collective is asking for money, which is a separate entity from the school. That's how all this works. Now you can debate all the other stuff that goes along with it.
Right.
But in the end, you would get in a lot of trouble. And apparently right now, North Carolina is under some sort of investigation for illegally funding the collective. So there you go. The school cannot fund the collective.
Yeah. Mac Brown, that's for you. Learn a lesson once in a while instead of recruiting
Stop
illegally
breaking the
your
rules.
entire career. Yeah.
All right, it's 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Did it? Is it?
It is.
Yeah,
3
it is. It is 3 o'clock. All right.
Pac-12 after dark forever.
We can't
wait.
be here all day, but I will stay in the room and keep monitoring things. Jake will be on TDSP with our guy Harrison.
Very
Yep.
shortly.
Should be a great show. So
Harrison
make sure
a
you
buff.
You can stay
Harrison
on.
is a buff.
Harrison is a buff. A great buff.
Put the link.
A great buff.
The link is right there. So give us a couple minutes. There'll be a new show on the channel. Stick with us.
Let's go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs.